We are on to championship weekend here, and we're going to be giving our best picks for this weekend in the AFC and NFC Championship games. But first, we're going to be going over our divisional round picks and our national championship picks. Starting with Nick, you can give us your recap from last week.
Yeah, worst week for me all year. I didn't hit a bet. I was close, but close don't count it. Bills plus 1.5. That did not hit. Some could argue the officials blew that game. I would argue Josh Allen and his 5 turnovers. Um, you can't turn that ball over that many times and expect to win a game. And then my other one was Davante Adams anytime touchdown. Didn't fit and felt like it wasn't even close. I don't even know if he got a target down there. Kyren scored, as Jake will say. And then I had Indiana minus 8.5. I thought they were going to have it. I thought there were a couple chances they were going to run away with it. They just couldn't break away more than 10. They got to 10, and then they would score, and they would get back to 10. And at the end there, I thought instead of going for the field goal to go up 6, they would score. I was really hoping they would score, but he did the right move. He made, if you don't get that, they can kick a field goal, tie, go to overtime. He wanted to make sure they had to score a touchdown, so I get it. So they won by 6. But unfortunate.
No, it is unfortunate. And Jake, how did you do?
We went 3-0 last week, actually.
That's crazy.
We had over on the Indiana score at 47.5. It was 48. Easy. Then we had James Cook over 96.5 rushing and receiving yards. He hit that.
That was a nice one.
I knew it was going to be a him game. Now, granted, they lost, so I don't think they gave him the ball enough. Thanks, Josh Allen. And then we had Kyren Williams anytime touchdown, and he scored twice. So a nice week.
No, that's awesome, and I think you went 2-0 the week before too, but I'd have to check that again. But definitely been doing really well.
I did, yeah, I know. I did. We had Puka over 100 yards last week, and that hit. And I also had Matthew Stafford or Caleb Williams over 1.5 touchdown passes last week. So
against the Packers,
5-0.
You're heating up. You're heating up.
Yeah, so
good time.
Gotta watch his props. Yeah, it's ending strong, giving yourself hope into next season. And for mine, I went 1-2. My one hit of the weekend was Bo Nix over 23.5 rushing yards, which hit in the first half. It was very much what we thought it was going to be. Like Josh had to run, Bo had to run. And then he ran too much and broke his ankle. So that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for them. But then at JSN, I really thought that game was going to be more of a game and that they would need him. They didn't even need him on the field. It seems like they coasted after the first quarter, really. And then the other one was, first play. You could tell that it just
this game. That was it. That's all I needed. Touchdown. That
literally
was it.
didn't have to score another.
Oh,
they
true.
literally didn't have to score again.
Defense handled the rest. And then my last one was Miami under 17.5. I felt really good about that at halftime when it was 0, but Miami just turned it on in the second half. And I thought they were going to score on the last drive too. I don't think
I did too.
I know he didn't need to take the shot there. I know he could have hit it for a big play, but I thought they had Indiana scared.
He throws a better ball there. It's a touchdown that win the game.
But to me, if he throws a 10-yard ball to Tony and they get to the 30, I think Indiana was like, oh, shit. Like, they just used their last timeout. I don't think they were going to be able to stop it.
Scared. Yeah. No, he's like, oh, my
because
gosh,
he burned the 2 timeouts
earlier
trying to go up 10, and then it did, and then the lead was gone like that. Like, that's why, like, I know Nick mentioned the 3 going up 6. It also put them into a situation where, like, now they have to play to win. You couldn't get the safe Miami playing for the tie.
Correct.
So it was a risk that obviously it panned out for them. But if Miami did make it down, Sig would have absolutely regretted because he did it earlier in the game. Like, if he didn't do it earlier in the game, no one would question it. But that was, props to them.
There's only so many times you can keep doing that and get away with it, though.
And that's definitely where he was at with it.
I think because that was the call, the draw. I was like, okay, we can go for it here, but I'm not putting that ball in the air. Like, need to have a guarantee that we're going to try it. Yeah. And I think he knew the next time we can't run it, we have to throw it. And I don't think he was like, I just don't think he would have.
Well, his guys weren't. The only thing that was working was the back shoulder. Like, that was it.
Yeah. Honestly,
Like they were hitting back. They hit a couple back shoulders, and it was like they were pretty much clamped the rest. Like everyone else was clamped.
yeah.
Well, I mean, they were also getting to Mendoza like crazy. I mean,
No,
he was
Miami
hit
looked really
so
good.
much.
He took a beating.
No, it's great. I mean, did Miami get a transfer quarterback or no? Did they get a
Going
guy
into
from?
next year,
They're in the
Yeah.
middle of.
they
They're in
can
the
do
middle
stuff
of.
now.
Well, no. So they were planning on getting the Duke quarterback, but now the Duke quarterback's getting sued by the university for something with his NIL. So I
Well,
don't think he can leave yet.
Tony entered the portal too.
No, he didn't. That was
Yeah.
fake.
I think it was an
Fake.
on three
Done.
or whatever, like the funny.
It was
whatever.
on 3
Oh,
because
that's really
what
funny.
They're
it used to
good.
be funny because it was like, oh, you can go back, look at the tweet, and be like, oh, that's a darn Schefter. You can't tell anymore. Like
Although-
that looks like a legit account.
Oh, it
was
happens
good.
all the time.
It was a good tweet.
It's
Good tweet. I believed it.
Of course.
I mean, if I'm him, I'm waiting to see who the heck they get as a transfer quarterback, and then I am bouncing if I don't like the guy.
They should get one
No,
of
I
the
think
top
they're getting
guys
that Duke
left.
quarterback.
Yeah, which it's not bad. It's better than Raiola. I think is back out there. I think he was linked with Miami at one point too.
That's true.
Well, he's just gonna.
I'm sure he wants to.
Here. Yeah, he messed that up. He did not see the future the way he thought he was going to see the future.
Yeah, no, that was funny.
Well, like going back to high school, he went to like 4 different high schools.
Oh,
Yeah, he
really?
Now
transferred.
he's at like
Yeah, he went all over the place to play for the best teams in Georgia.
and
That's crazy.
even in Arizona, he went to Arizona too.
He did. Yeah. He was all over the place. I mean, hey, gotta do what you gotta do, trying to make it all the way. I mean, he still can. So honestly, a year off for that kid is probably for the best.
Well, I
Yeah.
think does he have to stay or no?
Oh yeah, I think he already transferred.
No, he went back in the transfer portal.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to sit at Oregon.
What do you mean?
His name went back in the transfer portal.
Yeah,
Immediately.
I thought Raiola did. Yeah, he got back in the portal. I'm sure there's a
No, I
deadline.
don't think he did.
Yeah, he for sure did.
There ain't no fucking rules right now.
Yeah.
I don't think you can't sign a deal to go somewhere and then recant that deal.
If they let him, I
Yeah,
think
but
that they probably let
this
him go.
one, I think they'll let him do. They're not going to want
Yeah.
to pay a backup quarterback, starting
Yeah.
quarterback money.
It's not like the
they're
Washington
like,
LSU
you can go.
situation. Yeah.
To where the guy's like supposed to play, and he's
Correct.
their only hope, and they're not trying to let him go. Like he's a backup quarterback getting $5 million.
I just didn't.
Like-
I just never saw that he entered back in. I never saw that was actually true or not. I didn't know if he was. I didn't know if he was playing next year.
Yeah,
I thought he was hurt.
immediate. No,
I thought he was hurt though. No, he's not hurt
he
anymore.
He got hurt during the season, but I think he's like fine to start next year. Like,
I think he'll be fine
because
he broke something. When you remember, you break something. It's
Yeah, I thought he broke
much
his
less
ig or
than
something like
tearing
that.
anything.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's not.
Yeah, but that's only
That's
like
the
a month and a half.
Yeah,
2 months.
It's crazy.
It's insane. I don't
Think
understand.
about it. He's like, yeah, you break something. It's actually not that
should
long.
Be so much
Like,
worse. No, it's so much easier.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Just wait for your bone to heal, and you're good.
So they say it comes back stronger too.
They do. I don't know about. I mean, I broke my wrist. I don't know if it came back stronger.
I mean, you haven't broke it again.
No, but I feel pain.
All right.
All right, so that was our picks from last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we can get into this week's picks. Nick, you can lead us off. Trying to have a better.
All right, yeah, we'll have the.
Matt, you know what, Matt? You lead us off.
Okay.
You haven't. I don't know if you've led us off all year.
Picks. Well, you know what, Jake? You see this mic? I host. That's
I know you host.
Host goes last.
Watch a show.
Watch any show.
I think you deserve to go first.
I'll take it. My first pick is going to be Ramondre Stevenson over 50.5 rushing yards. He's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games, and he's just progressively gotten more carries each week over the last 5 weeks. Last week against Houston, he had 16 carries for 70 yards, and Drake hasn't looked amazing. So I do think the Patriots' formula to win this game against a backup quarterback is let's just establish the run game, play it safe, don't turn the ball over, and just not put yourself in a situation where the Broncos can steal this game or not let the Broncos defense take over this game. So they definitely have to run it. And then if they do handle business, which I think they should in this game, then that just gives a lot of extra carries in that fourth quarter to Stevenson as well to kind of run the clock out. So I think if he gets to that 15 carry range, averaging 4 yards a carry, he'll get over the 50.5 yards pretty easily. At least that's how I see this game going.
Yeah, that line is way too low for him.
I agree.
It's as though they think all of a sudden that they're going to start to split
It
carries
was
again.
lower.
Yeah.
It was lower.
So that's what's crazy. But I love that. I think they have to
think-
run the ball well,
I
especially
think
with
this
Drake
is
May not
very
playing great.
yeah.
I mean, he missed a lot of the
This is-
game last week too. He got poked in the eye and didn't play the whole second quarter. So like,
Yeah, something happened with him.
yeah, because I had his
issue guy?
over under, and then he got poked in the eye after a 20-yard run. I was like, oh, okay, now he's not going to hit it, and then he's the first back in the third quarter, and he got it fine. But that is also another thing where he has a 20-yard run in the last 5 games in a row. So he is getting that
That's
one to
interesting.
pop, which it makes getting to 50 so much easier, but it is a little risky when you're kind of needing that big pop to get there. But I think he's going to get the volume this
But
week.
at least this game, it's very safe to say that he's going to be able to be rushing all 4 quarters.
Yeah,
So it's not like they're going to be down
exactly.
and they have to
And
start
they need
throwing
to
the ball
throw.
or anything. Like, they shouldn't be down in this game, if at all. Like, they won't be down much, so they won't go away from the run. And what's his name, Josh McDaniels?
Yeah,
He 100% is going to be like, all right, Drake, like this is an away game for Drake. What's like the number one thing that you do with he's not a rookie, but it's his first away road game playoff. Like, you need to run the ball.
absolutely.
Like, get the run game going, and it's going to make his life way easier.
Yeah,
I mean,
And
Broncos also gave up like
the
almost
ball
200 yards of
Yeah,
rushing
I was
last
gonna
week.
say, and
So
Cooks
it
did
wasn't
look
like
good
they
running the ball.
didn't. Yeah. James Cook and
Correct.
Allen ran the ball all over the place still. So
Yeah, and if you're the Patriots, you can't lose this game. You can't drop this opportunity. So I think McDaniels is going to come in with a very creative game plan to make sure that it's not all on Drake May's shoulders. So yeah, I love.
And
that
I think it will
as the
be.
first
I
pick.
think it will be close enough to where I think everyone will be playing. Like,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, it is
I
the
don't think
AFC
they're going to
Championship
rest
game, so
anyone.
everyone will be playing. But I don't think Stidham is going to be that bad. Like, I think Sean Payton's a good enough coach to where he's going to keep them in good positions and down and distance. He's going to run the ball. I don't think they're going to be that inefficient on offense.
I think it's going to be a very not like Sean Payton likes the situation he's in, but I think he is the type of egotistical coach where he's like, I'm going to show everyone how good of an offensive coach I am with the backup quarterback making this a good game. So I do think he is going to come out and Stidham's going to shock some people. I don't know how good he's going to look, but I think the play calls will be there. He might miss the throws, but I think he's going to have some.
But like, the reason
shots.
I even say that is because if the Patriots come out and get like a 30-point lead, obviously they're going to just run the ball and they're not going to like get any yards.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully, if they do get out to that lead, Stevenson has more than 50 yards rushing.
Correct.
He broke it already. But if he didn't and they were up that much, I think it could get dicey because, all right, we're just going to run the ball, not throw the ball at all, and he's just going to get 1 yard every carry or negative yards. But I don't think that's what's going to happen in this game. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I like it.
What's
That's
the
my
next
first
one you got?
Second pick for this week, I'm going Matthew Stafford over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He's actually hit this in 16 out of the 19 games he's played this year. It's insane. This stat line is usually 2.5 passing touchdowns, but because it's Seattle's defense, it's lower this week. So I'm absolutely hopping on that value. And he's 2-0 against the Seahawks this year with that line. And he has not looked great in the playoffs, but I feel like that game last week against the Bears was the game the old Rams lose, where like they seem to be in control and somehow find a way to lose it, and they got past it. So I am expecting them to kind of play a little bit looser this week against Seattle, where Seattle, I feel like they're coming off a high, and if they get punched in the mouth early by the Rams, I think that's really going to shift the momentum. So I think this is a game where you see MVP Stafford and he's probably he might get the 2 touchdowns in the first half. Like I think he's going to be extremely dialed in. They got very lucky that they're in this spot, that the Bears didn't finish that drive in overtime. So I just think that this is it's kind of having the
Second
makings
chance.
of them. Exactly. So I think they're going to capitalize on that. And like I said, he's done it. 69-19 is an insane stat. So the fact that he's done that, I feel like he'll be able to get that this week, even against a good Seahawks defense.
Well, last time he played them, he put up 457 yards passing. I think it was either 3 or 4 touchdowns. So, like, even with this really good Seattle defense,
and even
he should have beaten them twice this year.
The game that he didn't, he only threw for like 170 the other time, but it was 2 passing touchdowns.
130. It was weird.
Okay,
but he did so. That's why I took mine off.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's
really
like
didn't. That was in the back of my mind the whole time because their defense, the Seattle's defense is really good, and they are at home, and it is a playoff game.
And if the Rams are going to score, I feel like running the ball in this defense is going to be a little bit tougher. I feel like if they are going to score 2 touchdowns, the odds of it being 2 passing touchdowns is way higher than it being 2 rushing or 1 rushing, 1 passing.
Yeah,
so that's kind
if
of
if McCaffrey had a really hard time sledding against this defense with Kyle Shanahan's offense, I think you're going to have a really hard time running him with, Kyren Williams good, Blake Corum good, and obviously Sean McVay still really good coach. So it's like it's just hard to see them running the ball that much more efficient than the Niners. But they're probably also more scared about Stafford than they are about, Kyren Williams and Blake Corum in the backfield. Like I'd be worried about Stafford, who's going to get the MVP. It's also a great idea because Stafford didn't throw a touchdown last week.
Yeah,
he's got to go back to the norm. He's got to go back to the norm, right? Like he's averaging at least 2 a game. So, I mean, you would only expect him to come back and at least throw the 2. So I like that pick a lot.
Okay, so is that the one you
almost
guys are
like
going
an
with?
If so facto, am I right?
I think it's another if so facto.
It had a little bit.
Can't be 0 for 4 on those.
No, we won't be because we won't be picking it. I think we're gonna go with the rushing yards.
You guys want the rushing yards over the passing?
I think that's such a very. It's just.
I think the game script for that one is more likely than
exactly
if Seattle's defense does shut down the Rams, and if the Rams don't look good, like that's more on the board, I think, than the Patriots not running the ball well in this game.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Go with that one.
Yeah, cool. I'll take it. And who would like to go next?
We'll let Nicky go. I got the hot hand right now. I'll save mine for last.
You go hit you 3-hole. I'm always better in the 2-hole. Don't worry. Always, I was always better in the 2-hole. I was always better in the 2-hole. All right, so the first game, Broncos, Patriots. I didn't want to touch the line because it's 5.5, and you don't know what you're going to get from Stidham. Like maybe he does come out and play well, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But what I do know is that this Patriots O-line has been shite. Real shite.
Okay.
So I am going Nick Bonito over 1 sack.
Nice.
I was
meaning
weird. It's
meaning over half a sack.
He just has to get half a sack. Sorry, over half a sack. So he just has to get a sack, and it was like minus 140 or something. I thought the odds were really weird. He had a sack last week. The Texans had 5 sacks against the Patriots last week. The Chargers had 5 sacks against the Patriots the week before. And now you're going away. It's not going to be home. So you're going to be on silent count. These defensive ends are going to be coming out real quick. Will Campbell has not been playing well since he got back from his injury. I don't think. I mean, the only thing that worries me is that Josh McDaniels, like we just talked about before, he knows. Obviously, he knows this has been their weakness. Jake May's been getting sacked a lot. He's either going to be getting him out of the pocket or just running the ball the whole time.
Or just really quick throws. He's like, we're not going to let this defense be the one that beats us. Because right now, they're all thinking that defense is the only way that we lose this football game. So
correct. But I mean, still, I think they'll get one. I mean, maybe they don't get 5 sacks this week, but I think 2 or 3 are going to be like, I think that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Benito's had 14 sacks in the season. This defense gets sacks. I don't know if they ended up breaking the record, but
they were, but I don't think they broke
very short of it. Very short of it.
They were on pace though. Like
they were on pace, and
games in the season.
It died down in the second half. They were at like, I think, had like 56 or something sacks. It was not like the Bears were at 80.
With Benito only having 14, it was like they needed like a multiple guys to have like 20.
Yeah, exactly. It looked good at the start because he had a game where I think he had 3 or something like that, and it was like, okay, he might do it this year too, but it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, but I mean,
also,
like
we talked about it, like the Patriots or like Drake May, he does hold on to the ball and doesn't throw it away, doesn't like turn it over, like try to throw it away. So I do think that's something else they'll voice with him, to just take the sack. Like, hey, in a game like this, if they get someone free, don't try to do too much, just go down.
And the fumbles last week, like, hey, you fumbled a bunch last week. Let's just cover the ball and just get down. Let's not.
Just
old Peyton Manning routine where
a sack is better than a strip sack or a fumble.
Exactly.
Don't do any. There may be snow in this game too, and it's going to be very, very cold.
Oh, okay. That, I mean,
and in Mile High, it's gonna be hard to breathe.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be a tough one.
And that's a damn good environment. Good environment in there.
Broncos defense is going to be hyped for the game because they know it's on them.
Oh, they're going to be flying.
Like, they're teeing off.
Yeah.
I mean, they are literally going to look at what the Texans did and be like, all right,
100%.
No, they're going to blitz.
What we're going to do.
Yeah, they will blitz.
Zach Allen's going to be a beast. Fucking Benito's going to be a beast. They're going to be coming for his head. I mean, I know Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson are dogs.
Pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good.
But the Chargers did it, and I don't think the Chargers have 2 of them, you know?
No, I agree.
The Chargers had 5 sacks.
And Benito is viewed as one of those top edge rushers.
Oh, he is. He got paid that way.
Yeah. So I agree. I agree. That's a good one.
I really like that one. I saw, and I thought that line is going to be 1.5 after what's been happening. So to see it down at only a half a sack,
or at least minus 200. Like the fact that it's at minus 140.
Correct. Yeah, it wasn't.
It
was only like minus 145. So I like those odds. And then going over to the other game, I'm going to take Kenneth Walker over 2.5 receptions. Charbonnet is now out with a torn ACL. And as I would know, as more people, those 2 split carries, like I did not know it was going to happen at the beginning of the season. So now you got your bell cow, Kenneth Walker. He's getting 50% more of the snaps, and his odd didn't change from his receptions. He's hit this in his last 3 out of 4 games. He catches the ball. I think against this Rams team, they're going to have to throw the ball, especially to him. He's electric out of the backfield, out of like receiving. I think they're just going to give him the ball a lot more. You know, it's kind of nothing else to say.
Hey, they did it last week. As soon as Charbonnet went down,
they just got to throw him the ball.
Well, they also want to make sure that Sam Darnold doesn't really lose him the game. It's not that they're probably thinking, "Oh, he's going to lose us the game," but if you're a coach, you have to know and realize this guy has not played great in big time games. How do you help that out? You run the ball. That's just what you do.
Intermediate passes, just give him checkdowns, give him like easy throws. Yeah, I think that's, and they know, hey, we got the top defense. Just don't turn it over. Just make it give an easy script, easy play calls for Darnold. At least early, build momentum, like get him feeling comfortable in the game. Yeah, I agree. I like
the fact that a lot. During the season they were obviously splitting carries. Charbonnet would come in. Charbonnet wasn't really the receiving back. Like he would come in and just pound the rock. And Kenneth Walker was the guy who came in. He was just electric. He could obviously run the ball, but they would throw those screens to him and they would throw it out. So you're telling me he's going to have double the amount of snaps I mean, he should have like 5 catches this game.
Well, I think the guy Ernest Jones or some Jones kid, he came in. He actually got some good snaps last week, but I was probably more so they were
I'm
beating
sure
the
they're going to
ass,
give
and
another
they
guy.
said, "Hey, let's not let
But
the next guy get hurt too."
If this is a game, Walker's going to get fed. I definitely think if it's a close game, I do think he looked like the best player on the field last week. So it's tough to not.
He is. He has the body of Adrian Peterson. He is a big boy.
He's a unit.
He's a beast.
And he's bald just like him.
Oh yeah,
clean shave.
That's why I picked him this year in fantasy.
Couldn't tell by the face.
Shaved.
Clean.
I love it.
But we got Nick Bonito, and then we got Kenneth Walker over 2.5 receptions. What do you guys like?
I don't know. Earlier in the year, we did take Nick Bonito. I had him on one of our picks early in the year, and it did hit. I think you got to take the Kenneth Walker. I think with the uptick in the amount of snaps, I don't think it matters what we take.
I was 0 for 2 last week. This is a 2-0 week. It doesn't matter to me.
Go. That's the spirit. I'm also with the Kenneth Walker, and that's largely because if McDaniels is going to make a change or do something to isolate Bonito this week to not let him wreck the game, it would be this week. He would change. Okay, we can't have the Texans happen again. So what do we do to max protect Drake, and Benito's the number one guy to spotlight? So I do think that
I really think this is going to be a low scoring game.
It could be.
Because I mean,
it very well could be because the defenses.
I just think it's going to be. I think that last game was so telling, and literally the only thing Drake May had to do, watching what CJ Stroud was doing, was like, all right, hey, let's just run the ball, protect the ball, let's not give it away. He literally cannot move the ball. Like he can't throw a pass right now. And they were just giving the ball or trying to give the ball back to the Texans.
What's funny, it also makes you think, is this kind of why Patrick Mahomes runs through the AFC?
Just don't turn the ball over.
Well, this year kind of just shows us this is
the teams
if Patrick Mahomes was in the playoffs, he's wiping these teams, no problem. Because he's that much better. It's like, man, it's just funny how it works sometimes.
Is it a LeBron in the East situation? Is that what you're saying?
I kind of feel like that's how it is, where it's like it doesn't matter who's there. They can all be great. He doesn't have to be the 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed. He could be a wild card team. He would have beaten all these teams anyway with how they all played so far.
His way to manage,
even if he was in it this year, they were winning.
They would have mopped.
I think he would have at least got to this round. I think he would have at least won the first 2 games. I don't think any of those teams played well enough to where I was like, oh yeah, they're just a team of destiny this year. It's like, no, Mahomes even with this team, if they got in, it probably would have been different.
Exactly.
It is like a LeBron effect where as long as he's just so good
if he's on the field
affecting the game,
you feel it.
Yeah. To where he would. And it is, I mean, it gives them hope next year because I don't think as good as the AFC looked in the regular season, these guys, a lot of them don't feel like they have that playoff mode. It's like
if anything, they've kind of
none of them.
They kind of if everybody's dipped. It's like not even just you guys stay here. It's like they've all actually dipped.
Yeah, it's been a lot of bad quarterback play.
Yeah, I mean, look at so CJ Stroud. If you don't throw the ball over 5 times, probably win that game. If not, comes down to a last possession game. Josh Allen, you don't have 4 turnovers or 5 turnovers, whatever he had. They win that game pretty single-handedly. That would probably be a very easy game to win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just if you just hold on to the ball, make the plays that you have to make, which he does, that's all you have to do. Because the other team will turn the ball over. That's what they're showing. Everyone's turning the ball over.
Yeah, they come to such close margins. It's crazy.
Exactly what the Eagles want too, and we still couldn't do it.
I mean, that just shows how bad.
That's why
because then you saw the Niners get their ass kicked, and Nick Wright said it. He's like, that game was actually more of a bad look for the Eagles than it was for the Niners. That next round,
100%.
It was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. So we're going with Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker over 2.5 receptions.
2 running back studs this weekend.
Okay. Well, I'll be blunt here. I don't have a running back pick, so we don't have to worry about that. So, the first one we're going to go to this Seattle game. Cooper Kupp is making an appearance. He had a good game last week. He was a leading receiver with 60 yards. And out of his last 5 games, he's averaging about 36 yards a game. But his over is 29 yards this week. And I like that a lot, especially going up against his old team in an NFC Championship game. Kind of makes you feel as though that he's going to get maybe just 1 or 2 extra targets just based off of play design. And that's just because that's what every coach, I think, has always done in the NFL, where you're playing against your old team. You're going to touch the ball just a little bit more. Maybe he's not going to be the number one. Obviously, they got JSN. He's going to get all the attention. They're going to roll coverages to him to make sure that he doesn't beat them. And they're going to say, all right, if you're going to throw the ball to Cooper Kupp, throw the ball to Cooper Kupp. I just like that. He didn't get used a lot this year. He was also kind of injured here and there. But last week kind of showed you he is a playoff receiver. He is so dependable, and he catches the ball on the boundary like nobody else still, and he's still tough as all hell. So I'm expecting Sam Darnold to maybe use him just like he kind of did last week as that just extra safety blanket. So, I mean, that's the first one. So 29.5 yards receiving seems kind of nice for the number 2. And they do have Rashid Shaheed, but he doesn't seem to garner any type of targets during these football games, which doesn't make sense for the trade.
No,
but
they just do creative plays for him to get him to touch
it. Yeah, they do like around, end arounds or the kickoffs
sure
is easy to get him the ball.
There won't be any returns this weekend. They are not kicking him the ball, so
they'll don't have to worry about any 35.
Well,
they're going to start the ball from
35 when they won against the Rams. He had a punt return in that game.
Yeah,
then he brought him inside the 20 or so. Like then he said next punt, and he got him in.
I could see them doing that, but it could also just be more of like a pissing match where you're like, all right, well, you did that to us last time. Oh, we saw what you did last week. You're not going to do that against us this week.
Not like with the Colts did against Devin Hester.
Yeah. You can't have that on the road. You can't have that in Seattle. You can't.
It'd be tough
because it could happen. It could be a snowball just like last week. Exactly. What happened.
I don't know. They've had their issues though during their kickoff because they try to do the funky kickoff sometimes where they'll send out the other guy and he throws the knuckleball out there. So I don't know. It also depends on how much the Rams score. It's all dependent upon that stuff, but that's why I kind of like the Cooper Kupp. So
but I like Kupp. He looked really good last week, and 30 yards. It's 3 to 4
catches. 2 catches over the middle.
I mean, you're talking one big catch, one 15, 20-yard catch, and another 10-yard just first down catch. And if the Rams do start putting it on them, or if the Rams are winning the game, then you're gonna need the extra touches just by throwing the ball anyway late in the game. I mean, this could come down late if he's not touching the ball at all during the game, and they're trying to score late, to get back.
And revenge game for Kupp too. I know he's already played them a couple times, but it feels a little bit different. He's like, they didn't want you there anymore. You were too old. You go to the other team. You're the 1 seed. You're hosting them now in the championship. A little bit extra motivation to where I think he's going to show them that he's still got it. I'm sure like him versus Davante, he's definitely going to try to show out. Who the better number 2 is.
You guys went for him. That's cool. Well, we ended up beating you guys anyway. So it's like, how does that feel?
Yeah, he's going to block hard. I know that much. I know he's going to be.
Oh, he's going to do. He's going to put that nose down. Good. Yeah, he's going to put that. He's going to put a body into somebody.
Yeah. No, so I like that.
I do wonder why he I get last year he wasn't what he used to be.
The way he is.
Why did they drop off so much?
I don't.
Well,
it really doesn't
older,
make sense,
man. You get older, and it's just not the same anymore. Your body takes beatings.
It's crazy.
Especially when he played football.
Like a couple of years ago, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he had Triple Crown.
Triple Crown. Yeah, it's like. How do you?
I'm not expecting.
And then won the Super Bowl MVP.
But I don't even think he got 1,000 yards this year.
Oh no, he wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like for him to drop off to
500?
where
Did he
like
even break 500?
I think he was close. I think he was 400, 500 range. Yeah, he was,
like
but he was
that to
hurt
me
as
is
well during the
crazy.
year. Like he was hurt. He wasn't there the whole time. So
Yeah, but
But
it
I
just
think this
he
is a
hasn't had
game
like a
where
big game.
he's going to have like 3 or 4 catches on third down.
Yeah.
Like this is the game where it's like Darnold's like, all right, let's get the ball to a guy that's trustworthy over the middle of the field. He's a vet. He's going to get, he's going to do what he can do. He's going to just get the ball, turn up. He's going to be a guy who just turns up field. Like he's not, he's going to have a smart play. He's going to make smart
Smart routes.
He's going to be.
he's going to be where he's supposed to be.
Always going to be where he's supposed to be.
That's all we need.
Smart play, heads up play. It's a real heads up play.
Right. So that's the first one. Second one. Broncos game. Jarrett Stidham. Nobody knows what the hell this guy is actually going to play like.
That's why Jake picked him.
Mm-hmm. He's played in the game, but he has not started a game since 2023. Okay. He actually played pretty well in that game. I think he threw for like 250, 260. Also, he was playing the Raiders, but that's like 2 years ago. I don't even remember how good they were or how bad they were. They've always been bad. Threw 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Sean Payton seems to think that he's got some magic in him and he's going to do just fine. Well, I think the complete opposite. I'm taking the over his interceptions. So that is my over for him that I'm taking. In his last game, he did throw a pick. I think you not playing football, meaningful football, even any type of football in over a year, I don't see how you're going to come out here and not try to make a pass that you think you can make in a game of this magnitude. I think he's going to force something.
Yeah.
He's going to have to force something. I think Sean Payton knows that he's not going to be able to win this game 10-7. There's no way the Patriots don't put up 20 points with how efficient their offense has been. I think he's going to put the ball in harm's way. And the Patriots defense has been causing turnovers like crazy. And I expect them to do the same exact thing with Stidham. And on top of it, you really just have no idea what this guy's going to do. Bo Nix played great, but even when he was playing great, like even he was still making mistakes. And he was the quarterback all season long, and they were game planning specifically for him. I don't know what the heck you're going to do with Stidham at quarterback. What, are you going to run the ball more? Cool. Like, if I'm the Patriots, I'm just selling out for the run and saying, hey, make this guy beat us. And they got Christian Gonzalez and who's the other guy on the other side? Marcus Jones? Is he their corner?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's
nickel he had the pick
or the
6
outside,
last
but
week.
he got a pick
it's
6,
like they got dudes on the defensive side of the ball off the Patriots that I was like, you can set up and you can play against Cortland Sutton, great receiver, but I'm not like, oh my God, he's going to go for 150 and 2 touchdowns against me with Jarrett Stidham. And that's all and Mims, I'm not worried about the little gadget speed guy going crazy on me either. I just think this is set up for a game that Patriots should win handedly, and that this backup quarterback is going to have the magic that Nick Foles had 7 years ago. That was an anomaly. Backup quarterbacks are backup quarterbacks for a reason. You don't just come in and play amazing. His over-under is like 189 yards, 199 yards for the game. They're not expecting him to do very much of anything either. So
you also got to remember the year Nick Foles came in, he had a couple games before the playoffs.
Yeah.
He had he played against the Raiders,
the Giants,
he played against the Giants, and I think the Cowboys. He
had the Falcons, Vikings. Like he had multiple
so
games
bad.
for the
We
Super
scored
Bowl.
15 points in our game against the Falcons. So it's like he had a couple games to get going, and then by the 4th game or whatever, then we found our spark
and magic happened,
and it never looked back. This is his first game, against a team that just did what they did to C.J. Stroud. Like,
And the week before did what they did to Justin Herbert, only giving up
yeah,
what,
like
3 points? Like,
I've a lot of people have no idea like what their defense is. I don't know. You hear Dan Orlovsky come out, he's like, they are some of the best disguising team I've ever seen. Like, you have no idea what defense they're on. And that has to be true because look what CJ did. Like, CJ was the most confused I've ever seen any quarterback period look. Like, I can't overlook that. The only thing that worries me is if he is now a veteran and if Sean Payton is just like, all right, just don't lose the game for us. We're not forcing anything. He's like, maybe he is okay with just not having enough firepower. I don't know. Maybe they're just going to play it super safe, try and let their defense shut down May because May hasn't been doing too much. That's my only worry. I see this game either getting blown out or Sean Payton just keeps it semi close with calling a
just a
very,
really
very
low scoring
safe game.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see those scenarios happening. Like I said, if they need Stidham to push it more, like if the Patriots do start getting away and he does have
He's
to
going to
start
throw one
throwing
for
it,
sure.
then I think he'll throw one. But if they
even a
if
tipped ball. I mean, we're
yeah,
talking about we're in the cold too, right? Like, it's a cold game. When was the last time Stidham played in this cold of a game? Like, there's just so many factors to say this guy is gonna mess up at some point during
yeah,
this football game. Now, granted, maybe it is a fumble and not an interception. Maybe he fumbles twice in the pocket on a strip sacks instead of him throwing the ball instead. But the odds of him not having a turnover are very low.
yeah.
So
And it's funny, people do keep bringing up the Nick Foles thing. And what people don't bring up is the fact like Nick Foles was a starter
full
for
starter,
years. But like it's not like his ceiling
multiple
of his
teams.
career is so much higher than Stidham's like without like before the Super Bowl. Like Nick Foles had a season where he threw 26 touchdowns, 2 picks. It's like Stidham could never. So
Yeah.
it is a little
Sid
it's
was
just
Sid was 19 and 20 in his career.
yeah, it's
Like,
not the
not the
same.
same.
He's not the same guy. I understand like people and like crazy things can happen, but if he goes out there and lights the Patriots up, that's really crazy. Coming
Yeah.
out like Sean Payton is doing magic if he gets Stidham to go out there and deal in this game. But I think even if he deals and it is a higher scoring game, that also gives a shot at a ball getting tipped. So I think there's like 3 game scripts that it could happen. Only one that I don't that it would struggle is if it's like 10-7 and they're
Yeah.
just like ball controlling and just not gonna let Stidham lose it. That's
Yeah,
the
I
only
think
way
it
I
all
don't see it
depends on
hitting.
how their defense is playing and if they've given up a couple points. If they get down by a couple touchdowns, they
It should
should have
happen.
no choice but to start ripping the ball, and
Yeah.
that's a pick
I mean,
written
they
all
could get
over it.
down early too. I mean, they could get down early. You got no idea how the game's gonna, pan out sometimes.
Yeah, it's a
So,
weird one. It's a weird game.
all right. So, which one you guys like more?
I like the Stidham one.
Yeah, I think the Patriots defense is legit, and I do think that guys like Milton Williams, like they're gonna be able to put pressure up the middle, and I don't think Stidham is. I just don't. I don't know what to
I think the
expect from
more
him, but
likely scenario is that Stidham does not have a good game, and
yeah,
that the
I think that's the more
Broncos
likely
yeah,
one.
that's probably a safe bet.
don't don't play well. Like I'm like trying to think, and I'm like Sean Payton is awesome, but then it's just like they are plus like they're dogs. They should not win this game. Like this should not be a close game.
Dogs at home for an AFC Championship game.
And
It's
Tough.
tough.
it may not even be like I know in Philly, all right, that first quarter it may be a factor, but the second we go down by 10 points, 14 points,
A whole different game.
I'm too cold to be cheering. I'm too cold to be like this is some bullshit. You
Especially
know,
when
Well,
like
when
you're
you
just
have a
so upset
backup,
because just like you
you're
you
gonna be
got here
bummed.
as a fan
Yeah,
base, like
yeah,
you're gonna be so bummed out if your team is down after the first quarter. You're
yeah.
like,
They'll
well,
get
we
get
gave it a good
quiet
shot,
quick.
guys. Like, you
Yeah.
lose your quarterback. This is what happens as a fan. Like,
No, I agree. So yeah, I'm cool
all
with
right,
Stidham on that one.
like, still, all right,
what
hey.
was that minus what?
140, I think you said.
No, I think it was minus 110.
Oh, that's good. I'll take that.
I'm gonna stat that though.
You've been off. This might be 210, dog.
There's no way they have one interception for him at
210 is too crazy.
But I do know Jake is, when he's off big.
I am
When
by
Jake's
a
off,
lot.
it is not
It's
even
not
close.
even close.
Yeah, it's because I and that's what's funny. I do sometimes write it on there so that I can't forget. I
Wait,
didn't write it.
That's funny.
Where would it be?
It would be under
Passing.
the passing touchdowns,
All the way at the
and
bottom.
then it'll say interceptions. Yeah.
Jarrett Stidham minus 185.
Jesus, Jake.
I told you it was close to 200.
Minus
I still like it.
110. Yeah, I see why.
You have
Thought it was a
never,
pick 'em practically.
ever been close.
Maybe I was looking at his
crazy.
over or his under. Maybe it was under. What was his under?
That's probably plus, dude.
His under plus 135.
Yeah. Come on, Jake.
Drake
Right
made
on both.
plus 110. There you go. That's what you saw.
There's your 110 number.
They're all right next to each other. Right? The numbers.
Jesus,
Yeah.
the Mets got another prospect. My God.
So our getting his updates on the
I got it too. I
close
just
rates.
didn't look at it yet.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, the Mets are crazy. They go all in everyone has to kind of go all in when you see
You
the
have
No,
to
numbers.
now.
it's not even a fact that it's Mets. It's the fact that the Phillies are just sitting their asses, not doing a goddamn thing. Drives me nuts.
No. What do you mean they
my
got another
bad.
prospect, Nikki? Freddie Peralta is one of the best pitchers in the fucking league.
Yeah, I know. I didn't mean prospect by that.
They got
He's a
another-
day one. He's a top five. He had a
Yeah.
great season for the Brewers last year.
So
That's crazy.
my bad. Kenny Walker's minus 170. So we're looking.
Oh
looking at.
my god.
We're looking at some locks here, boys.
Well,
Yeah,
mine's
that's what you
not.
wanna
Mine's
see.
minus 115, like a
There we go.
standard player
That
prop.
helps us out.
So
It
we'll be at
wasn't though. It wasn't.
Oh, I can guarantee you the 15 and a half yards. Yeah, I'm sure that's minus 1,000 for sure. For him to get 15 yards, I'm sure that'd be stupid. But anyway, we'll probably have a parlay around. It'll probably be around.
Probably plus 200.
It'll probably be plus 300.
No. Yeah.
Plus
Let me
350.
do it right now.
Yeah, it's probably plus 350. Oh well, three.
You might want to
usually
get this one
five.
early because these things might change very drastic over the next couple days.
Well, the
As
interception
people start to
won't.
decide.
Interceptions stay pretty similar, and receptions with Nick stay pretty similar. Mine might go up a yard or two. Like Ramondre's, his rushing yards could go up to 52 and a half, 53 and a half by the end of the week.
plus 320.
Plus 320.
All right.
So we got Ramondre Stevenson over 50 and a half rushing yards. We got Kenneth Walker over 2.5 receptions, and then Stidham 1 interception.
At least.
At least.
At
I
least.
would like to throw in
Honorable mention?
another honorable or something. I love the value for this pick. First touchdown, Austin Hooper. plus 2250.
Huge value there. That's way...
I really like the value on that one.
You better just go with a Drake May rushing touchdown.
Do you even know
one.
the last time Austin Hooper has scored?
Yeah, the first week of the postseason.
Okay, so he does have a touchdown in the postseason.
Yes,
Against the Chargers.
against the Chargers. I was super upset that you took him in front of me.
No. Hunter Henry
Yes,
caught
he
that
did.
touchdown. It was the only touchdown of the game.
I might have thought about Hunter Henry, yeah.
But I got both of them, so I don't think that
Hunter
matters.
Henry's plus 900. I still like Austin Hooper. Book it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I like that.
Austin Hooper did not have a recorded catch in week one.
I was like, he's got
of
one in the playoffs.
It
We're
was
hyping
Hunter
Austin
Henry.
Hooper up a little bit much.
It was-
Hunter Henry went
Henry
3
was the
catches
one
for
I saw.
64 yards and a touchdown. So good try though, Nick. Because
Well, I saw plus 2,022.50. I'm like, that's great value. That's what we're
That's
doing.
great value. He's already shown he can do it. Yeah. I love that.
Like, what do you mean? He did it. He already did it this postseason.
Yeah. So you can hold on to that. You can hold on to that.
Did
for
you
yourself.
Did you see the odds for Mecole Hardman last week?
Oh, I'm sure it was
Adult?
crazy.
First touchdown, Mecole Hardman, 10,000.
Yeah.
Somebody did it too.
A
To
lot
be
of
honest,
people did.
if I would have known he was
$5
even
to
on the
win
roster,
500.
I didn't even know he was on the roster.
Exactly.
Hard
Well,
Rock
yeah,
didn't even have it.
that's
Dude,
crazy.
that's all I do when I look at those. I just scroll through. I'm like, oh, I like this name. Boom, put a little bit. $5 win 500.
It's not bad.
Sounds like giving away $5.
Yeah, I did that a lot this year.
I know you did.
I had my fair share first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
the
like to
first
see the
one.
amount of money you lost this year, though, Nick.
On just those bets?
No, I'm just saying you're going to get a statement from Hard Rock. Did you not?
I don't know. Can I make that a loss on my
Yeah,
income?
yeah. If you had a loss,
Oh,
You do not get to use
dude.
that.
yeah, gambling.
Yeah, you only get to use it against your winnings, Jake. You don't get to use it for your income. You don't think I've
No, you can use
tried?
it against
You don't
if
think
you
I've met with an
lost.
accountant?
I think you can use it itemized if you lost.
Yeah, against what you won. If you make money gambling, the
Well, I'm
only
saying
time
you
you
don't
get to
make
write.
money.
If you don't make money, you don't make money. There's no taxing. You don't get to just like write it
You
off of your
sure?
income. Positive. Because I thought that a couple years ago when I first met with the accountant. He said, no. That's you got to be profitable in order to write off your losses.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
All right.
Yeah. So we got a 3-leg parlay, and we'll be back next week for we'll be back next week for Super Bowl, most likely, or the week
Or
after.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be back in 2 weeks for the Super Bowl picks.
But we'll have a lot of bets for that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're probably
dude.
going to do
There are a lot of
with our own
props.
parlay.
we might double up on picks. We might do 4 best bets and do 2 different parlays. Might get some honorable mentions. We might do a little kickoff, a little coin flip bet.
I
Oh,
Who
yeah.
knows?
will do some digging. 'Cause the past
Exactos.
2 years, I have gotten the national anthem right. So
Oh, that's nice.
That's a big one.
I know that's a
there
big
is
popular one.
always a practice run, and I got my ears. I'm listening. And I'm
love it.
snooping around Twitter, and I will find the video
The
of
raw
the practice
footage.
run, and I will get that over under out.
All right, well that'll be Nick's pick then. We'll rely on him to nail that one for us. All right,
Always, it works.
no, it's a great one, and you get it. Start the game with some money. Win a nice bet before the game starts.
Love it.
Ain't
That's why you
nothing
love
like
the
it.
coin flip.
Only one I win.
And give it right back to them.
The one I like the most is the kickoff. Touchback or not.
Oh, that's nice.
They've gotten away because now it shouldn't be.
Because now there's less incentive to kick into the end zone.
Exactly.
Yeah, interesting. That'll be interesting.
That'll be the odds on that
That will
probably
be
aren't great.
interesting. Not anymore. This year it's probably like 80%.
Yeah, because the 35 is just too much. I agree. Which is, it's what we want. But yeah. All right. So we'll be back in 2 weeks.
We'll be back in a couple weeks with a lot of bets for you.
Heck yeah.